Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer, and we are returning to Let's Play of Terraforming Mars, playing with the new DLC, Prelude. So, we are about to start Generation 11 over here, and we are about to draw some cards, or at least retain one card, pass on the rest to our competitor, and then we're going to pick a couple of them. Before we do that, let's return to the game state over here. We have quite a bit of production, so that's pretty nice. I don't think we're going to last that much longer, just due to the amount of stuff that we have. We've also got a couple of cards, some of them do give us victory points. So I think we are very much getting to the end game over here. I know it looks like we are only about halfway up over here, but since we are getting many more resources over time, I do think we are going to get to the end of the game. And that does mean we probably want to focus it a little bit on victory points. Now, we do, I think, have the worms tag, which would encourage us to pick some items here like microbe tags. So that would go for industrial microbes. That would work pretty well. But I think we're going to retain ironworks over here because that is going to give us some oxygen. We could go for unattended workers. That would give us a huge discount on the next card, but it would cost us a victory point, so honestly I don't think so. Let's pick Inventors Guild. It does have a science tag, so we can draw new cards there. That is going to be useful. Yeah, let's keep this one. All in all, honestly, not that great cards that we have over here. Let's keep these two. Maybe Industrial Microbes. That would cost us 15. I really don't think it's worthwhile. Nevertheless, let's pick it. So that's going to be alright. Right. So let's start by drawing another card here by spending 1 power, which is nice because that does give us the Earth Catapult. That does mean we're going to play 2 less for any card that we are playing. It is kind of costly, but if we are playing more than, let's call that 14 cards, that would be very useful. Also, it does give us some victory points. So that is just generally not a bad thing. I think we also want to play Research over here just to get yet more cards. And that does mean we're going to get 2 more cards. We're also going to place 1 token here on Olympus Conference. And because it does have 2 things, we're going to remove that token and get yet another card. So that does mean we have by now quite a couple of new cards here. Heather, Magnetic Field Dome, and Archobacteria. Now notice this one will not be able to play because it's just, it can only be played at minus 18 degrees or less, and it's warmer than that. So there's no way around that, there's no way back, so that's going to be alright. Tardigrades, and I think they're probably going to play ants next. Yes, so they're going to eat their own tardigrades. That is alright though. Right, it is our turn, so we could do a couple of things. I think what we're going to do first here is let's take a look at our actions. So I think spending a little bit of power to get some titanium is usually a good idea, and it does of course increase oxygen as well, so that is good to see. Right, anything else here that we want to play then? Honestly, I think Earth Catapult might be the best one. Probably should have actually played that before. Okay, let's actually play this because it does give us victory points and it does decrease the cost of any further action, or rather card, that we're going to play, so that is useful. Symbiotic fungus, so they're going to add stuff to the ants. Animals, they're going to add their animal. That's all alright, but they haven't really gotten to play any card yet, so they probably do have quite a bit of stuff there. Let's play Inventors Guild because that does allow us to draw yet more cards, and it's going to allow us to put a token there. We're going to use that action right away. And we've got this strip mine over here. Now this one is interesting. It decreases our energy production, but does increase a couple of production things, and it does give us 2 oxygen, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, we could buy this one. I think we're gonna, because it is a nice card overall. We don't have any actions left. They are probably going to get into playing their true cards now. Investment loan, not a bad one at this point. It does decrease your money income, but it is increasing your current money, so all in all, not a very bad move there by the AI. Now we could turn power into gold. I don't think we're going to do that. We could increase our production. It would increase the production of heat. I think we're going to do that. Why not? Yeah, we could actually increase plants. Okay, then let's go for plants. Plants are usually kind of nice, so that's good. Okay, can we go for any more direct victory point plays over here? Now, this would actually give us 1 victory point. It would cost us 2 of that. This would be 2 victory points here. This strip mine. Now, I don't think we're actually going to play ironworks because we've got so many oxygen stored up actually. So I don't think we need that. So how much more oxygen are we gonna? There are 4 more steps of oxygen to be gained. We are definitely going to gain one from the plants that we've got. We're not going to get anyone over here. But if we play strip mine, that might be actually mighty useful. So let's actually play that by spending quite a bit of steel here and very little money. But that should be okay. That does increase that by 2 steps. There we go. Decreasing our stuff there, but increasing our other production. So that's nice and good. What else are they doing? Oh, they're playing a greenery. Okay, that does mean the oxygen is now very close to being finished over here. Right. Okay, yeah, and they played bird, so that did decrease our production, but let's place our greenery here right away, because that does allow us to lock that in, and I think that's going to be useful. Now, we do want to place it adjacent to one of our cities, and I think over here is a nice idea. Yeah, that is going to finish the O2 here. And then the other thing that I probably want to do is place a city. Now, we don't have any card that does allow us to play a city, do we? It doesn't look like it. Magnetic field dome? No, that's not doing it. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to use a standard project. We can't. We really don't have any money, do we? Okay, let's actually sell a couple of our cards because I think they're just not that useful. So what I'm going to sell is ironworks because oxygen, we don't really need that anymore. Honestly, underground detonation at this point, more heat production, it just might come in useful. So let's hold off onto that for a second here. So that's going to be alright. And Archobacteria, we'll not be able to play that ever. So I think these two at least we can sell. That's going to be alright. There we go, no action left. I do really want to place a city over there. You can add one bird to your things. You're going to play some of the other things. That's okay. Now, I would like to build a city. Can we do anything to build a city? Well, we can certainly transform a lot of power into money because we've got the power infrastructure. That does give us quite a bit of money, and that does allow us to place a city. Which is also going to be good for them, but it does give us 3 victory points here. So I think that is a fantastic idea. It's going to give us some money income, it's going to give them some money income, but it's also going to give us pets, so that's useful. No action left on our side. Anything else then that we can play? Oh, they played an aquifer. Interesting. That does mean the oceans are now also filled up. Now, we could still play the magnetic field dome. It would give us 1 plant production, but it would cost us basically 1 income, so I don't think that's useful. We don't have the money to actually use underground detonation, so I don't think that's useful either. So what we might want to play then is immigration shuttles, just to get some money income. And we can spend a lot of this stuff here in titanium, so it's not actually that expensive for us. Lots of money income. More importantly, some victory points here for every 3rd city also. That's 2 victory points as well, and I think that's great. Don't think we can do anything else. We could of course use the power here, the heat, to turn up the temperature. It would give us more income, but I want to retain that, and the reason for that is, if we do get to this point over here, we can place another ocean. I do think we can still place it, even though 9 have been placed already. And we would like to place 1 adjacent to this city here, because that is getting some bonuses for that. So that would be fantastic. I'm not entirely sure whether that's true. Right, interesting one here, Noctis City. That would allow us to place a city down here. That's basically 2 victory points. So that is kind of nice. Would give us also give us pets, so that's interesting too. Restricted area is useful. You're playing something to get more cards, but for now we're going to keep it as is. This would give us 2 victory points here. This would give us 1 victory point, but 2 income. You need 3 science tax to actually play that. You know what? Let's go for this. I mean, this is also giving us 2 income, right? Let's take this one. Right, in between these two, I'm gonna go for the permafrost extraction because I think it just might allow us to place an ocean that otherwise we might not be able to play. Okay, you know what? We're gonna keep all of these because that's fine. They're gonna play their animals, their birds. They do probably gonna play their tardigrades and other things on the next turn, which is fine. We are of course gonna draw one card from the power that we've got, and then we can take a look at the next card here. Cloud seeding, honestly, I think we're going to pass on that one. It doesn't do that much for us at this point in the game because we really just need to drive up the temperature here. Tardigrades and ants, yes, okay, typical play from them over there. That's alright. What are we going to do? Oh, we've got the Brab committee here. Didn't even notice that we drew that. That's fine though. Okay, you know what? Let's actually start by playing this. The permafrost extraction. Okay, and we cannot actually place an ocean. Well, that's a shame. So that's just a waste of a card. Okay, at least I know. Right, you're an event. That would be nice to play. This is basically neutral, by the way, just to play that, because it's -2 victory points, but it's also giving you 2 terraforming rating. So this is a nice way to increase your money income, but it's not that useful for us, is it? The media archives might be useful at some point, because it would give us a lot of money for everything played, which might be sooner rather than later. Greenhouse producing bacteria, worms, and we've got the industrial microbes, but we don't have a third one, so is it that useful? Okay, you know what? Let's play Noctis City here. We can heavily discount that. There we go. We can now place it down here. That's actually going to give us a little bit more plants as well, which we can still place, and it's still going to give us victory points for the placement bonuses with the adjacency to cities and everything, just not for increasing the oxygen level, because of course that has been maxed out. Right, here we go to the actual cards. They're going to just gain a couple of victory points there. Not a big one. Right, what can we do down here? Now, we could of course transform this into titanium, but at this point this is not worthwhile because the oxygen is not going to go up, so why would we? Any victory points here? Well, let's play Lightning Harvest. It's going to be useful, at least to increase our power production and everything. And we can, so let's do it. And release of inert gases, why not? Also going to raise our terraforming rating by 2 over here. I think we're on a very good track over here, but we do need to see... Ooh, they are stealing city spots. Nasty buggers. And they're going to place a greenery here to get a lot of victory points. That's actually a 3 victory point move, because it's adjacent to 2 cities. Right, speaking of, let's increase the temperature by 1 tick over here. And I don't think we're going to trigger this actually, so we might as well just go all in. Now, are we going to place another city? I don't think so. We could place one up here, which might indicate that we want to place the greenery down here, but let's actually play it over here. I think that's fine. It's going to give us some money because it's adjacent to a sea tile, but that is about it. Okay, you're actually already passing, so we're going to increase the temperature further by releasing some of our stored heat. That's nice. Actions? Yeah, I think so. I think we're just going to turn a lot of power into money. Or you know what? We might actually not want to do that, because let's store up at least a little bit. So we have two heat currently. We're going to produce 2, so that 4. So that does mean we have 6. All of the power that we retain is going to be converted into heat. So I think we're going to keep at least 10. That should mean that we have enough to basically increase the heat twice. So that should be okay. Right, no actions left. Let's see what else we could do. Right, anything that is going to give us victory points? No. Just 1 victory point. 4-2 cost in power. It's going to be alright. Yeah, let's use it. It's not costing us anything. other than the power income. So that's going to be alright, I suppose. Right, planned income is useful, but at this point I'm kind of reluctant to actually spend that. You know what? Let's actually use underground detonations finally. We can end this there, and then we can increase our power production. Sorry, our heat production, just to make sure that we're going to get this a little bit faster. And ultimately, we could actually convert that into insulation. Although no, we don't need to do that. Okay, let's use industrial microbes here because we can. And it's going to give us a little bit more income. And yeah, I suppose we're going to play Can't we play that? Okay, we don't have any actions. That's a little bit annoying, honestly, because it just doesn't make any sense. Right, let's use that. There we go. More plant income is going to be nice. And we're actually churning through pretty much all of our stuff here. Right, and then we are going to place greenhouse gassing bacteria. That is going to give us another card because we've got the science thing. That card is the aquifer pumping. That would have been useful much earlier. Now it's not really. So, yeah, you know what, let's... Okay, no actions left. Honestly, this is annoying. Right, there we go. Now we're going to play worms. That's alright. Aquifer pumping, we're going to sell that. Broad committee, honestly, at this point, it's really not worth it. Farming is going to be worthwhile later on. The other two are going to be so-so. So yeah, I suppose that's okay. Right, we're not going to do that. It's pretty pointless, and I don't think we're going to increase either our heat or... I mean, how much are we going to get now? 18, right? So that would give us 7. No, it's fine. Okay, let's turn it over towards the next turn over here. Sorry, the next generation, actually. Wouldn't have expected that to last to generation 13. But everyone is a little bit reluctant to spend the additional things to increase the heat rating. But we're pretty sure to get this generation, so I don't think we need to wait that much longer. But we do definitely want to get... Ooh, that's a good number of victory points here. Lava flow is actually kind of interesting too, because it is increasing the temperature twice. Mangrove, interesting because it is going to place a greenery on an area reserved for an ocean tile. So that means we could, for example, place that here, and that would give us another victory point. So that's not a bad card. Lagrange Observatory is also going to give us a victory point. So that's alright-ish. But I think lava flows, 2 victory points. I think we cannot really spare that one, so let's keep it. Interstellar colony ship. We do need 5 science tags, but we have way more than that. So we're going to keep that because it's for sure going to give us a lot of victory points here. And up over here in between these two, I think we're going to go for the mangrove. Oh yeah, this one can't actually be played because the oxygen is too high anyway. So that's fine. Ooh, and we're going to get the Mars University, which does mean whenever we are playing a science tag, we can discard another card, which is useful. Okay, let's keep all of these. That's perfectly lovely. Let's also draw another card over here. That's fine. And we might as well increase the heat rating while we can. There we go. They're probably going to do the same. Terraforming Ganymede. Okay, they're going to get some victory points here? Yeah, probably. Do they have 19 victory points? No, that's us. Okay, that's much more reassuring. Okay, so let's actually increase the heat rating here because I want to know whether we're going to get that ocean. We are not. Okay, fine. I expected as much. But it's good to check anyway. Right, so any particular order to play this over here? We've got the urbanized area, interesting. Now, I think the lava flows are a good thing to play relatively early. So let's do that because it's going to increase the temperature here by 2. And that does get us... Excuse me? Ah, okay, we do need to place the volcano. Right, there we go. Only 2 left there. They're going to play fish, which does feed on our plant production. But they're not going to get that many fish on that card. Right. Let's play the interstellar colony ship, because I think we basically don't pay anything for that. 4 victory points. That's lovely. All spent for by titanium. I like it. That's how this is supposed to work. Water splitting, honestly, no. Why would we? We have enough oxygen anyway, so we don't need that card. We could have drawn it in a hope for exchanging it in case we do play a science tag. That might have been useful. Right, anything else? Could increase the heat production further. Don't think we are going to. Tardigrades, greenhouse gassing producing things. I don't think they're going to really come into play. And I don't want them to feed on this. So, yeah, that's going to be alright. Yeah, nothing else really there that matters. So, let's play Mars University. Discount that a little bit. That's fine. And that does mean, because we are playing a science tech here, we're firstly going to place one on Olympus Conference. And then we can discard a card and get another card on instead of that. Aquafire pumping here, really worthless because all of the oceans have been placed, and we have gotten, instead we've gotten windmills, which is nice. I mean, it's a victory point, and we can decrease the costs here, so yeah, we're going to play that. It's nice-ish. It's a small one, but it's a cheap victory point, so I think that's great. Now they've actually played ants, and that does mean we can actually play our thing, although it's not really going to come into play, so we don't really need to. Now, urbanized area. What exactly are you? Decrease your energy production by 1 step and increase your mega bug production by 2 steps. Place the city adjacent to at least 2 other city tiles. So we could, for example, place it here or there, and that's basically it. Either case, that would give us 1 single victory point. So it's not tremendously useful. Could also place it up here. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. But we're going to do that anyway because we are going to get some pets for that, which is useful. Oh, why can I not place it down here? I thought I would be able to. Presumably it must be adjacent to one of my cities. Well, the reason I wanted to place it down here is because that would prevent them from actually placing anything up there. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But now they can do that. They're going to get some money. We're going to get some pets. That's fine. And then the other action that we are going to do is we're going to place the mangrove down here because that is going to give us another victory point, which is fine. Good. Just 2 more power here to go. Or sorry, 2 more temperature to go. Well, that's alright. We're going to play livestock actually. Interesting. It's not going to really come into play. We do also need to finish this game, otherwise they are going to get the victory points here. We're going to place farming for the 2 victory points. Can we discount that? No, we can't. That's alright. There we go, 2 victory points. Anything else? Still got 39 money. None of this is relevant. This is actually a 0 victory point play. We do have the media archives. So what we're going to do then is we are going to use an asteroid. It's a standard project. But we do get 2 money back for one of these. And that is going to bring that up, so that's fine. They're probably going to do the same because they need to snatch the last point here. No, they're actually not going to do that. Interesting. But Lagrange Observatory is also nice because you're drawing a card there. So that's fine. We're going to place another asteroid, and that does mean we are now finished and Mars is actually terraformed. All of these 3 bars are now fulfilled, and that is fine. And that should mean that this is the last generation. There's nothing coming after this generation. We're going to finish this generation, but nothing else beyond that. Let's skip our second action here, and we're going to return to see what they're going to do. A plant conversion to, yeah, get more victory points, as we would kind of expect them to do. Now we've got a couple of plans. We can apply the media archives. I'm going to wait on that a moment. All of the other stuff is worthless. We can use a city, but we actually do need to turn some power into money. We're going to use all of our power here. It does give us 32 money. And we're going to actually skip here for a second because I want to know what they're doing. They're actually passing. So what we're going to do then is we are actually going to build a city. so that we can use our additional things there. Right, let's place it down here, I think. That is adjacent to something else, and we can then place further greeneries in this area over here. So that's fine. Okay, and that should give us more pets. Yes, please. Nice. Good. Let's place a greenery down here. That's alright. And then we're going to play Media Archives. I want to find out how many things have been played. I think it's going to be a good play, but I don't actually know. So we are spending 6 here, and we are going to get 14. So that is definitely a good play. Nice. Okay, these two worthless. We do have enough money to build another city? No, we don't. We do not have any action that is going to be useful for us. So I think can't really place a greenery, but what we could do is we can sell the patent, let's say for both of these things really. That is going to give us a little bit more money, 24. Not enough for a city, but enough for a greenery. So we can actually buy another greenery here, which is exactly what we're going to do, because that is going to give us another victory point. Let's replace it over here, because I don't know whether we're going to get any bonus points for this one. And that's fine. That is it. That is the last thing that we're going to do over here. Now, at the end of the game, what is going to happen is we're going to get another production phase, and we can do one last step of placing greeneries on the on Mars. And we do have 12, so we can actually convert some further greeneries here. And of course, we're going to try to do that. So, yeah, let's place it down there. That's it. We only have this one, so that's fine. Not sure that whether they have enough to convert that. No, that's fine. So that is it. The game is over. Let's see our scores. Now, it's going to start here and count through various things. And you can see we are doing pretty well, I have to say. So, yeah, we won resoundingly. 114 points against 85. Our terraforming rating is 56 against 33, so that's already fantastic. Milestones and awards, we didn't really talk about that. I do like to tend to give that to the AI, just to give it a little bit of an edge, so we didn't mess with that. But greeneries, our adjacency bonuses for greeneries gave us 10 points. They only got 5. No, sorry, that's the number of greeneries that we placed. So we placed 10 greeneries, they only placed 5. In terms of city, we are almost matched, but even there we have a slight edge. And in terms of victory points, they did fairly well, honestly, for an AI. But we did better. So, yeah, 114 points against 85. So that being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the series. Do let me know whether you would like to see some other type of global... some other type of gameplay for Terraforming Mars, maybe some other cooperation, maybe some other type of gameplay. So, hope to see you around. Bye-bye, guys.